Jay?
Why don't you go ahead?
Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, as Jay was saying there, he didn't realize he was muted because we were getting feedback between our two machines. I got kicked off. Sorry about that technical issue. I got kicked off because our hotspot overheated. It's a little warm here. I don't know if you guys know about desert blockchain, but we are in the desert. But yeah, he was just saying this is our first workshop, and so we apologize for some of these technical issues. We will have them all worked out by next Saturday's meetup when we do this again, but far better. So let me get my screen share back up, and we will try to continue where we left off. Okay, so we were using the block explorer. That actually might be why it wasn't pulling up those transactions or those assets, because it was no longer connected to the internet. And that is the case. So, sorry, Stellar Expert, not your fault. So this is a USD token on Stellar. And this one is specifically anchored by a company called Anchor USD. So you can trade this USD token for any other asset on the Stellar network. So there are quite a few different UIs available for accessing the Stellar decentralized exchange. They're all basically just front ends because they're all working off of the native decentralized exchange on Stellar, which is one of my other favorite things about Stellar, is that all of these a lot of people think they're different dexes, but they're just different front ends for the same dex. So Stellar X is one of my favorites. There's Stellar Term, there's Interstellar, there's new ones popping up almost every week as far as people just creating new front ends and UIs for the Stellar decentralized exchange. So Stellar X, right here, it defaults to organizing by daily trade volume. So like this is another anchored coin, stable cent. It's designed to be pegged to 1 cent, and it is redeemable for 1 cent from the issuer. Some tokens like this is Doge token, which isn't even an anchored version of Dogecoin. It's just a random token that was piggybacking on Doge's name. So you can create literally anything on Stellar. So you got to be careful about what you're buying because it could be total nonsense.
Shane, there was a report this morning. Speaking of bogus coins, that somebody has created a Chia coin on Stellar.
That's fake?
That's fake, yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, especially,
just a little FYI.
Yeah, so you got to be really careful about that stuff because you can create anchored tokens on Stellar that are intended to be representative of and swappable for the real version on the native network. That's how like these anchored versions of Bitcoin work, and anchored versions of Ethereum. But you have to trust the issuer that you'll actually be able to redeem that token on the native network for what you want it to be for, because people can also just create scams or tokens that were never even advertised as being anchored versions of that token, but people mistakenly assume that they are. That's what's going on with this Doge token, that it's never intended to be an anchored version of Dogecoin. It's just a scam. So you have to be very careful about what issuers you trust as far as Stellar tokens go, because anyone can create them for almost no money. You can create a new token on Stellar for less than $1. So that opens it up to literally anyone. Going back to, so this is just the Stellar X interface. So USD coin is one of my personal favorite anchored USD pegged tokens. And so you can hop in here, you can see the order book currently on the Stellar network. You can make trades if you create a Stellar X account, and you don't have to create a Stellar X account to use the Stellar decentralized exchange by any means. You can do it directly through the Stellar Laboratory or through your own sort of interface through into the Stellar network because it is totally open. I guess at this point I should probably pull up the Stellar Laboratory since I just mentioned it. So the Stellar Development Foundation, which is the nonprofit that is sort of in control of Stellar and the majority of the lumens that are not in circulation, they created this wonderful front end for accessing basically any functionality you could need on Stellar. So this is just an alternate way of doing things if you don't have, say, like my SDK or my dev tools running on Node-RED yet. So you can generate key pairs right here in the Stellar Laboratory. You can fund the account using FriendBot. You can explore various endpoints in the Stellar network from accounts to ledgers to operations, whatever you need to look at as far as just seeing what's been happening on the Stellar network. You can build any type of transaction you need, from a payment to an offer, if you're trying to create an offer on the decentralized exchange there. And then you can sign your transactions and submit them. So this is the official Stellar front end. And then if you go to the Stellar website, you can find all sorts of recommended wallets and various ways, other front ends and UIs for interacting with the Stellar network. Let me pull that up real quick. So, stellar.org, this is their main website. If you're looking for a wallet for yourself, this is a good way to find different ones. I'm trying to remember where they put them. I know that they have a nice little section of official wallets and recommended wallets. If I can just find it real quick. Get started maybe? That's where I would put it. So this is specifically for people trying to build on Stellar. Use Stellar. I think I would that's where I would put the wallet thing. It looks like they've updated their website more recently. Intro to Stellar. Maybe they put the link to wallets there. Build on Stellar. I know that they have it. Let me just Google it. It used to be much more intuitive, and maybe I'm just screwing up at the moment. So here we go. I don't know how to navigate to here on their current site, but if you just Google Stellar Wallets, you can get to the official Stellar Wallets recommendations. My personal favorite is Lobster. They have a wonderful app if you're trying to do mobile. A lot of these other ones have wonderful desktop interfaces, but some of their mobile interfaces can be wanting. And you can see all sorts of other Stellar wallets that are available. They've got a few pages of them, and then there are quite a few more mainstream wallets that support other networks and other assets, and a lot of them will also support at least lumens, but a lot of the wallets I'm not familiar with yet. Hopefully this will change soon. A wallet that supports multiple other native networks and Stellar custom assets. Lobster is really great for accessing the decentralized exchange and trading Stellar custom assets, but it doesn't have access to any other native networks. Like you can't access the Ethereum network per se on Lobster like you could on like Trust Wallet. Trust Wallet isn't an official Stellar wallet, but you can hold lumens next to Bitcoin and Ethereum and Binance Coin, but it won't give you access to custom assets on the Stellar network. So you kind of have to take your pros and cons there with some of these different wallets until somebody creates a wallet that does all the things that we need. So let me take a look at my agenda here. I think we're doing pretty good with the basic overview on Stellar. The basic run through of this UI. I think this is a good place for me to transition away from Stellar and get into the Node-RED and CryptoCannoneer. So we will go through some more of the functionalities of Stellar and the Red Horizon dev tools at a later date. And we will hop in now back into the launcher and Cannoneer here. That probably got disconnected when the internet went down, so now we've got that reconnected. So you really don't need to look at this at all. So I'm probably going to turn off my screen share here, and we'll go back to just the live stream of Cannoneer here. This is also open source, this back end for CryptoCannoneer. You can find links on my website and my GitHub if you're interested in that. All right, I'm going to end this screen share. And okay, now you should have this nice full screen of the live stream here. So I've got my phone out because I'm currently using Telegram on my phone. So you can pull up the little controls for the cannon or launcher or turret, whatever you want to call it, and you can do it that way. I can also do it on the desktop here. So you can see my mouse here in the live stream. So you can use the way that, if you're not familiar with Telegram, you can use, once you type in /, it'll show you the available commands. And so we can do /left, and it'll automatically ping that to the bot. Oh, it seems like the bot isn't responding at the moment. It should be giving us responses. It might just be trying to get reconnected after that internet drop. Let's see why we aren't connecting. It says polling. So it's not connected at the moment. Let's see what we need to do to get this reconnected. I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and remove some of these flows, and then I'll redeploy, and we'll see if that gets it reconnected. Redeployed, it says polling, but usually it says connected on this back end. So I specifically wrote a test command for this, and it should respond that it's at the ready, but it is not. So we have to figure out how to get our Node-RED reconnected to our Telegram here. Let's see. I can either restart Node-RED, or I'll do a full redeploy on this, which that will go faster if I delete off some of these extra flows first. I'll go ahead and screen share again so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm back here on Node-RED. I'm just deleting off all these flows that we just imported for those dev tools, because it'll just make it a little bit faster on the Raspberry Pi as far as redeploying goes. So we can try to get that Telegram reconnected. I'm personally using the Raspberry Pi Zeros, so they aren't super fast. So anything I can do to make it a little easier will help speed it up. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do a full redeploy there and hope that that'll get us reconnected to the Telegram API. Just waiting on that deploy. Like I said, I'm using the low-powered Raspberry Pis, so they have to chug through the computations. They are incredibly affordable, though. These Raspberry Pi, there we go. so you can see that it's moving. Yeah, the main reason I use these Raspberry Pi Zeros for prototyping and testing and stuff is because they're just incredibly affordable. You can pick them up for 20 or 30 bucks usually, and they come with like complete kits for cases, and they have Wi-Fi embedded in them, so you don't really need any other accessories. So I really like them for low-cost prototyping. All right, I'm going to get back out of this screen share, and we can focus back on the stream. Okay, so now that we've got that back up, so we can use right, we can use up, we can use left, and I've got some additional features and fun stuff that this thing can do that we haven't quite rebuilt since we've moved it into the warehouse. So you can probably see some of it on some of my older streams from back when this was at my house, and we will be getting that stuff incorporated as we move forward in the coming weeks. So we're going to go ahead and arm it. I'm not sure if the admin disarm got reactivated after we lost the internet. I don't think that it should have. Let's find out. Oh, it did. So we got to go back into the node red. Let me screen share again just to show you and keep you involved. And we'll go ahead, so this is back in the node red, and I specifically put the admin arm right here. And you can see that it responded in the Telegram. And now we should be able to fire. And there it goes. All right, so like I said, we're still doing manual reloads. I do have a few design ideas for creating automatic reloading on this, which we will definitely be incorporating as soon as we can, because I want this to be able to run even when I'm not present. So let's see if we can shoot something into that bucket. Arm it again. And the reason we were talking about Stellar a lot is because this actually has a Stellar integration in it. You can see after I fire, in the Telegram, it's talking about awarding turret token. That is all on testnet still. That's not on mainnet. And it's actually not running at the moment, even though it's trying to do it. Stellar testnet wipes every quarter, and that just happened a few weeks ago, and I haven't rebuilt the accounts. I would actually like to do that. I'm going to record myself when I do that, and we can use that as another little intro to Stellar and showcase how to build a token. That can be maybe what we do for next time. Let me go ahead and reload this. Okay, so yeah, as you can see on the Telegram here, it's got a little interface there. If you, depending on whether you're on mobile or on desktop, you can pull up. I think the official term in Telegram is a keyboard. On desktop, I think in order to pull it up, you have to use /help, and there it goes. You can see the little keyboard here now. And then you can just click controls so you don't have to type them, which I am a big fan of. And so yeah, usually when it starts that countdown, it's going to enable this little warning light right here, which is really nice for those of us that are in person and may or may not be standing on the business end of this, so that we can know when it's armed. So that... turning on, just refilling it, but since we're only taking a couple shots here, I can just use the pressure that we've got so that you don't all get deafened, because it is a bit loud.
Why don't we wrap it up? We've got about 5 minutes left, Shane.
Yeah, sounds good. Is there anything else in particular you would like me to showcase or talk about?
I'd just like to encourage people to continue to follow along. What we're really trying to do is combine many different elements here and also have some fun learning. I would like to emphasize that our workshops, which will be scheduled for the foreseeable Saturdays at 11 a.m. for 1 hour for citizens, are designed to be a way for parents and youth to come together and build projects and have fun. So if you have youth that you would like to introduce to the Internet of Things, to cryptocurrency, to blockchain, to gaming, to building things, maker spaces, that sort of thing, this is your place to bring your youth, 12 and up, and create projects that you can both learn from. And so we really encourage parents, mentors to bring the youth in your life that you're interested in introducing to this new frontier of decentralization and what's possible with so many different realms. I mean, here we're live streaming, we're controlling a device over the internet, over Telegram. We've got it, Shane's got it integrated into a cryptocurrency and a platform. I mean, this is just the beginning. So this is really an opportunity for anybody who's interested in this area to come down here to the Desert Blockchain Camp, be part of these sessions if you're a citizen. I would say that we are requiring people to have their COVID-19 vaccinations at least 2 weeks prior to be here in person and basically learn, explore, co-create, have some fun, and really explore what's possible in this whole new realm. So that's about it for today. Anything you'd like to say, Shane?
No, I think that's great. We would love to welcome members. It's only $10 a month, so go ahead and get your Desert Blockchain membership going so you can come down here and join us and play around with some of this fun tech that we're working on and hopefully learn something.
Yep. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, Jay Carpenter, which is jcarpenter@desertblockchain.com, JAYCARPENTER, all one word, at desertblockchain.com. And tune in, see what's fun. Shane's shown you a lot of stuff today. I mean, this is really a wide-ranging topic and exploration today, and it's often easier to be here in person. So if you get stuck on something, hung up, we can help you and build some really cool stuff. So anything else, Shane?
Absolutely, yeah. Like you're saying, we'd love to help you out. So join us on the live streams and in person, and then we can address the topics that you want to talk about and give you any assistance that you need if you're trying to follow along or build something yourself.
Absolutely. All right, well, I'm going to shut down the live stream.
All right.
And Zoom.
Thanks for joining us and watching this recording, and hopefully you learned something, and we'll be seeing you in the future. Cool. Well, my Twitch live stream is still going, just letting you know, so they can still hear us if anyone, Just to let you know, I can shut that down whenever you want. These people, want to play, and sounds good. I can pull up my own Zoom call too. I guess we don't really need to be pushing that. Let me just do it. Okay, I've got my own Zoom going as well. So we've got, I've got my live streams running now. I'm going to give my mother-in-law a call. She just called. I'm doing well. How are you? That's understandable. What can I do for you? Sweaty today. Ridiculousness not food last night. Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all wait.
Yeah, why don't we step outside so we're outside?
Sure. Oh. over to that bathroom real quick, and then I'll start shutting this down.
Okay, so I've got 2 copies of our email exchange, basically.
Alright, let me shut this stream down. Well, see you later, stream. We will be back at the very least on Saturday, and hopefully more this week and coming up.